I know some of you have been fighting battles no one knows about. You've been standing strong, believing, pushing forward, but deep down, you're tired. Tired of waiting, tired of struggling, tired of believing for something that hasn't happened yet. You smile on the outside, but on the inside, you feel drained. You've been faithful, you've done the right thing, but nothing seems to change. And now discouragement is whispering, it's never going to happen. Just accept that this is how it's going to be. But let me tell you today, God sees you. He knows the weight you've been carrying. He knows the nights you've spent wondering when the breakthrough is coming. And He knows the moments when you felt like giving up. He hasn't forgotten about you. He's not ignoring you. He's not too busy blessing someone else. He's working behind the scenes, setting things up in your favor. You may feel like you don't have the strength to keep going, but you are not alone. The Creator of the universe is breathing in your direction. His strength is flowing into you right now. The enemy wants you to quit, but God says you are closer than you think. This is not the time to give up. If you could see what He has planned, if you could see the doors He's about to open, the favor He's about to release, you wouldn't be discouraged. You'd shake off the weariness and get your fire back. That burden you've been carrying, you were never meant to carry it alone. That problem that keeps you up at night, it's not too big for God. He's already lined up the solution. He's already orchestrating the breakthrough. Just because you don't see anything happening doesn't mean God isn't working. The seed has been planted, the roots are growing, and in due season, the harvest will come. Maybe you've been praying for something for years, believing for a dream, standing on His promises, but nothing has changed. It's easy to get weary in the waiting. But I want to remind you, your time is coming. What God started in your life, He will finish. He is a faithful God. He's not going to leave you half healed, half blessed, half restored. No, He is the God of completion. He's going to bring it all together. Right now, you may not understand why it's taken so long. You may not see how it's ever going to happen, but God is saying, trust me, I'm working. I'm setting things up. What I promised you is on the way. He knows how tired you are, and He's sending strength to you. You're about to feel a second wind, a fresh anointing, a new level of grace to keep going. The battle may be tough, but you are tougher. The struggle may be real, but your God is greater. Think about how far you've come. The enemy tried to stop you, but you're still here. The challenges should have broken you, but they didn't. And that's because God has been carrying you. His strength has been sustaining you. And if He's brought you this far, He's not about to leave you now. Your moment of rest is coming. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. You're going to look back and see that every tear, every prayer, every sacrifice was worth it. The doors that closed were leading you to something better. The delays weren't denials. They were divine setups. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. The Creator of the universe knows your name. He sees your heart. He sees your faithfulness. And He's about to reward you in ways you never imagined. The waiting is not wasted. The struggle is not in vain. God is strengthening you, preparing you, and positioning you for something greater. So don't give up now. You are closer than you think. Keep believing, keep trusting, keep moving forward. Your season is changing. The weight is lifting. Your best days are still ahead. God sees everything you've been going through. He knows the weight on your shoulders, the burdens you've been carrying, and the silent battles no one else knows about. You've been strong for so long, putting on a smile, showing up, and doing your best. But deep down, you feel drained. You're tired of believing, tired of hoping, tired of waiting for things to change. You've been faithful, yet it feels like nothing is moving, nothing is shifting, and no one truly understands the depth of what you're facing. But let me remind you today, you are not invisible. You are not forgotten. God sees you. He has watched every step you've taken, every sacrifice you've made, and every tear you cried when no one else was watching. He has seen you push forward when you felt like quitting. He has seen you choose faith over fear, even when doubt tried to consume you. Nothing you've been through has gone unnoticed. Sometimes, in the middle of the struggle, it's easy to wonder if God is even paying attention. You pray, but you don't hear an answer. You cry out for help, but the situation stays the same. And in those moments, the enemy whispers, "You're all alone. No one sees you. No one cares." But that is a lie. The same God who created the universe, the same God who placed the stars in the sky, is the same God who is watching over you. He has been with you in every high and every low. When you felt abandoned, He was there. When you felt lost, He was guiding you. When you felt weak, He was carrying you. Think about the times you thought you wouldn't make it, yet somehow you did. That wasn't luck. That wasn't coincidence. That was God's hand on your life, sustaining you when you didn't even realize it. You may not see Him, but He sees you. He knows the pain you try to hide, the worries that keep you up at night, and the moments when you feel like you just can't take another step. And He is not distant. He is not ignoring you. He is right there, closer than you realize, working on your behalf. You don't have to pretend everything is okay. You don't have to carry this weight all on your own. God never asked you to do it in your own strength. He is saying, give it to me. Trust me. I see what's happening, and I have a plan. You may not understand why things are taking so long. You may not see how it's all going to come together. But God sees what you cannot see. He sees the bigger picture. He sees how He's using this season to strengthen you, prepare you, and position you for something greater. You might feel overlooked by people, but you are never overlooked by God. He is keeping track of every seed you've planted, every prayer you've prayed, every time you've chosen to trust Him instead of giving up. And He is a God of justice. He is a God of restoration. What you have sown in tears, you will reap in joy. What was meant to break you, God will use to bless you. You don't have to be strong all the time. It's okay to admit that you're tired. It's okay to come to God just as you are and say, I can't do this on my own. Because the moment you surrender it to Him, He will step in and give you the strength you need. He will refresh you, renew you, and restore what has been lost. God knows you're tired, but He also knows what's ahead. He knows the doors that are about to open, the favor that is about to be released, and the breakthrough that is closer than you think. He has not forgotten you. He has not left you. He sees you, He loves you, and He is working all things together for your good. Just because you don't see anything happening doesn't mean God is not working. Just because the situation looks the same, the struggle feels unchanging, and the prayers seem unanswered doesn't mean that things aren't shifting in the spiritual realm. God is always at work behind the scenes, arranging things in your favor, setting up divine connections, and putting the right people in the right places at the right time. It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see any visible progress. You may think, if God was really working, wouldn't I see a change by now? Wouldn't the door have opened? Wouldn't the healing have come? But the truth is, God often does His greatest work in the unseen. Before a seed breaks through the soil, it has to grow roots underground. Before the promise is fulfilled, there is a season of preparation. And before you step into what God has for you, there are things He is setting in motion that you can't even imagine. You may not see it, but He is lining up opportunities, shifting circumstances, and moving people's hearts in ways that will bring about His perfect plan for your life. He is the God who makes a way where there is no way. Just because you don't see it now doesn't mean He isn't arranging everything perfectly. He knows exactly what He's doing. He is not late. He is not behind schedule. He has already planned every detail, and at the right time, everything will come together. Think about Joseph in the Bible. He was thrown into a pit by his own brothers, sold into slavery, and later thrown into prison for something he didn't even do. For years, it looked like nothing was happening. But the whole time, God was working behind the scenes. He was positioning Joseph exactly where he needed to be. When the time was right, in one day, he went from the prison to the palace. What seemed like years of silence was actually years of preparation. The same is true for you. What looks like delay is not denial. What looks like silence is not abandonment. God is working while you are waiting. He is orchestrating things so that when the time is right, you'll step into what He has prepared for you, and it will be bigger, better, and more than you imagine. If you could see what God is doing behind the scenes, you wouldn't be discouraged. You wouldn't be frustrated in the waiting. You would be excited. You would know that every closed door was leading to something better. Every disappointment was setting you up for something greater. Every delay was protecting you from something that wasn't His best. That person who walked away, that job that didn't work out, that opportunity that fell through, it may have looked like a setback, but in reality, it was God's way of redirecting you. He saw something you couldn't see. He knew what was ahead, and He was working behind the scenes to lead you to something far greater than what you had planned. You don't have to figure everything out. You don't have to understand how it's all going to work. You just have to trust that God is working, even when you don't see it, even when it feels like nothing is changing. He is moving. He is setting things in motion. He is opening doors that no man can shut. Your part is to keep believing, keep trusting, keep doing the right thing, even when nothing seems to be happening. Because at the right time, in the right season, you're going to see what God has been working on all along. The breakthrough is coming. The answer is on the way. And when you look back, you will see that God was working behind the scenes the entire time, arranging things in ways you never could have imagined. Waiting is never easy. When you've been believing, praying, and standing in faith, but nothing seems to change, it's easy to wonder if anything is happening at all. You start to question if you heard God right, if the promise is still coming, or if maybe it wasn't meant to be. But just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not going to happen. God's timing is always perfect. He knows exactly when to bring things to pass, and He is never a second too early or a second too late. It's human nature to want things right away. When we're in pain, we want healing immediately. When we're struggling, we want relief now. When we're waiting for a breakthrough, we want the door to open as soon as possible. But God doesn't just see where you are, He sees where you're going. He knows what's best for you, and He knows the exact moment to release what He has promised. Sometimes the delay is not a denial, it's a preparation. There are things God is doing in you while you wait. He is strengthening your faith, building your character, and preparing you for what's ahead. If He gave you the blessing too soon, it might overwhelm you. If He opened the door too early, you might not be ready for it. But when the time is right, when you've grown into the person you need to be, He will bring everything together in ways you never expected. Think about a baby in the womb. The process takes 9 months for a reason. If the baby is born too soon, it's not fully developed and it may not survive on its own. The same is true for the dreams and promises God has placed in your heart. They need time to develop. The waiting season is not wasted. It's where growth happens, where wisdom is gained, and where trust in God deepens. Sometimes God delays things to protect us. You may be praying for a certain opportunity, but what if taking that path would lead you away from His best? What if saying yes to that relationship would keep you from meeting the person He truly has for you? What if getting that promotion too soon would bring stress you're not ready for? God sees the whole picture. What looks like a delay to you is actually His hand guiding you towards something better. Waiting requires trust. It means believing that even though you don't see anything changing, God is working. Even though you don't understand why it's taking so long, He has a purpose in the process. It's in the waiting that faith is tested. Will you still believe even when nothing seems to be happening? Will you stay faithful even when doors remain closed? Will you trust that God is good, even when His timeline doesn't match yours? There are so many examples in Scripture where people had to wait on God's timing. Abraham waited years for the son God had promised. Joseph endured years of hardship before stepping into his destiny. David was anointed as king but didn't take the throne immediately. He spent years on the run before the promise was fulfilled. Each of them had moments where they could have given up, but they didn't. And when the time was right, God's plan unfolded in ways greater than they could have imagined. Your waiting season is not forever. What God promised will come to pass. The doors will open. The right people will come. The opportunity will present itself, but it will happen in God's perfect timing, not yours. In the meantime, keep trusting, keep growing, and keep believing, because when the moment arrives, you'll look back and realize that every second of waiting was worth it. You may feel like you're at the end of your strength, like you've been holding on for so long and nothing is changing. You've prayed, you've believed, you've done everything you know to do, yet the struggle remains. The enemy whispers, "It's never going to happen, you're wasting your time, just give up." But that's exactly when you need to dig in your heels and stand firm, because you are closer than you think. The weariness you feel is not a sign to quit. It's a sign that your breakthrough is near. God never promised that the journey would be easy, but He did promise that He would give you the strength to keep going. Right now, you may feel weak, but that's when His power is made perfect. That's when He steps in and lifts you up, giving you a second wind. Just when you think you can't take another step, He breathes fresh strength into you. He reminds you that you were never meant to carry this alone. When you're close to a breakthrough, the pressure increases. The resistance becomes stronger. That's because the enemy knows he can't stop what God has promised you. All he can do is try to convince you to quit before you reach it. He wants you to get so discouraged that you walk away from what is meant for you. But if you could see what's on the other side, if you could see the doors that are about to open, the blessings that are about to be released, you wouldn't even think about giving up. Think about a woman in labor. The closer she gets to delivering the baby, the more intense the pain becomes. The contractions grow stronger, and it feels like she can't take it anymore. But the pain is a sign that new life is coming. The struggle means the breakthrough is near. If she were to give up in that moment, she would never see what she has been waiting for. The same is true for you. The pressure you feel is not the end, it's the beginning of something new. You may feel tired, but you are not defeated. You may feel weak, but God is renewing your strength even now. He is reminding you that He has brought you this far, and He's not about to leave you now. Look back at all the times you thought you wouldn't make it, yet you did. The challenges that should have broken you, but they didn't. The times when you thought you were at your limit, yet somehow you found the strength to keep going. That wasn't your own strength, that was God carrying you. And He's doing it again. You are not forgotten. God has seen your faithfulness. He has seen you press forward even when it was hard. He has seen you keep a good attitude when things weren't fair. He has seen you hold on to hope when everything around you said to give up. And He is about to reward you. The season of struggle is not permanent. The battle won't last forever. The breakthrough is coming, and when it arrives, you will understand why it took so long, why you had to endure, and why quitting was never an option. Don't let fatigue talk you out of your future. Don't let delays convince you that God's promises won't happen. You have come too far to stop now. You have been too faithful to walk away. If you keep moving forward, you will step into everything God has prepared for you. The healing, the restoration, the opportunity, it's already on its way. Hold on just a little longer, because what you've been believing for is closer than you think. What God has planned for you is far greater than anything you could imagine. You may have been through struggles, disappointments, and delays, but that doesn't mean your story is over. God is not finished with you. He has already written the final chapter, and it is filled with victory, restoration, and blessings beyond what you ever expected. Your best days are still ahead, and no setback, no mistake, and no opposition can stop what He has ordained for your life. It's easy to look at your current situation and think, this is as good as it gets. Maybe you've settled in your heart, believing that things will never change, that your dreams will never come to pass, that the best days are behind you. But God is saying, I have more for you. You weren't created to live in disappointment. You weren't meant to stay stuck in the pain of the past. He is a God of new beginning, and He is getting ready to do something new in your life. What's ahead of you is greater than what's behind you. You may have had victories in the past, but God is about to take you even higher. You may have seen His favor before, but you haven't seen anything yet. What He has in store is beyond what you could ask, think, or imagined. Doors are going to open that you never expected. Opportunities are going to come that you weren't even looking for. People are going to show up who will help push you into your destiny. The enemy would love for you to believe that you've missed your chance, that you've made too many mistakes, or that it's too late for you. But God is the master of turning things around. He doesn't just restore what was lost. He brings back more. He doesn't just fix what was broken. He makes it even better. What you thought was over, He can bring back to life. What seemed like a dead end is just a setup for a greater comeback. Think about Job. He lost everything. His family, his health, his wealth. It looked like his life was over. But God didn't just restore him. He gave him twice what he had before. Think about Joseph. He went through betrayal, slavery, and prison. It seemed like he had lost years of his life. But in one moment, God turned it all around and made him second in command over Egypt. What seemed like wasted years were actually years of preparation. God is doing the same in your life. You may not understand why certain things happened, why you had to go through what you did, but nothing is wasted with Him. Every tear, every delay, every closed door has been setting you up for something greater. He is going to take what was meant for harm and use it for your good. He is going to take the broken pieces and make something beautiful out of them. You don't have to figure everything out. You don't have to know exactly how it's going to happen. Your job is to trust Him, to keep believing, and to stay in faith. He has already planned out every step, every breakthrough, every blessing, and at the right time, it's all going to come together in a way that will leave you amazed. Get ready, because the best is yet to come. The doors that have been closed are about to open. The dreams that have been on hold are about to be fulfilled. The prayers you've been praying are about to be answered. You are stepping into a new season, a season of favor, increase, and unexpected blessings. What God has in store for you is greater than anything you've seen before. Your best days are still ahead, and nothing can stop what He has prepared for you. You may be tired. You may feel like you've given all you have, but God has not forgotten you. He sees your faithfulness. He sees your struggles, and He is working behind the scenes, aligning everything for your good. The waiting, the delays, the challenges, they are not signs that He has abandoned you. They are signs that He is preparing you for something greater than you can imagine. Don't give up now. You are closer than you think. The pressure, the exhaustion, the temptation to quit, these are not signs to walk away. They are proof that you are on the verge of a breakthrough. God is strengthening you, renewing you, and setting you up for blessings beyond what you have prayed for. What's coming is better than what you've lost. The best days of your life are not behind you. They are still ahead. Every tear, every sacrifice, and every moment of endurance is about to be rewarded. Hold on. Stay in faith and keep trusting, because God is about to do something in your life that will leave you in awe. Your story is not over, and your best days are still to come. And watch how God turns it all around. You are not alone. You are not forgotten, and your breakthrough is closer than you think.